You guys aren't gonna believe this. I showed up for my shift today and it's Friday and I'm on afternoons. Next week I'm on the dreaded morning shift. The only good thing about that is hunting. Anyway, right before my partner goes to leave, because he worked the opposite shift, 4 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., and I'm relieving him, he says to me, "See you later, Neil. Have a good shift. Enjoy your vacation." I said, "Vacation?" And he said, "Yeah, you got vacation time coming up next week." I said, "Oh, what day? What day?" Because I picked a bunch of, because this year, because I hit 5 years, March 19th, I get 15 paid days this year. So I spread them out throughout the year. I said, "What day do I have off?" He says, "All five." And that's pay week, and that's also hopefully our DeLorean will be here. But you know we're going to do something fun on my days off. Let's get to the unboxing.
This episode of KRAK with Retro Collectibles is sponsored by and in association with the Cowie Diecast Museum, killing the value on collectibles since 2019.
Not gonna lie, guys, I'm so excited about that. I'm already in my pajamas. I forgot to give a retro score on the last video's car. I'll show you which one it was. I forgot to give this a score, guys, because of the paint flaw, like them using tape. I'm gonna have to say it's a 7 because of that. It's not the fault of, well, it's the fault of Sunstar for using tape. But if they didn't use that, it'd be awesome. Anyway, let's get into the one we're unboxing. So you remember which one we're getting into tonight, guys. The 1970 Pro Stock Cuda by American Muscle Ertl. Now this is an Ertl, but it is also by Supercar Collectibles. It's one of those ones. So I'm wondering if they have a little bit better detail than the regular Ertl, or I know the paint job pops and the rims and tires pop. And this one has something that sets it apart from the others, I'll show you. It's actually autographed by this Mr. Don Grotheer, this gentleman here. You know I'm a Mopar guy, so let's get into this. Hey guys, I'm looking forward to getting into this guy. This is from 2002, and again, it's Ertl American Muscle, but it is Supercar Collectibles. Now, some of the Supercar Collectibles ones I have seen people order from eBay or order from anywhere, and they arrive in the mail, and it's literally a box of parts. Well, I'll show you. If I have a picture, I'm going to insert it to show you. But it literally looks like a box of model parts, and it's the way these are mounted on little plastic pegs, any jostling or anything. It busts the pegs and then the car is loose. I don't know if this is a particular box. I just know Supercar Collectibles in general, you gotta watch it. I wouldn't even get one mailed to take a chance. So 1970 Don Grotheer Pro Stock Cuda. Don Grotheer started his racing career on a part-time basis. He won numerous regional and national events and also set many records. As the sport of drag racing and Don's ability and talents grew, he took the big step to become a professional drag racer. He became a member of the Plymouth Supercar Clinic team. Don would travel the country visiting Plymouth dealerships and putting on clinics to help teach automotive enthusiasts how to maximize the performance of their vehicles. That's cool. Imagine that back in the day, being able to go with your brand new Cuda and do little tweaks to it that this guy would teach you, or whatever car you were racing or running on the street, whatever.
Yeah.
Don's super stock Plymouth race cars were always a contender at any race event. His familiar orange, blue, and white race cars looked as good as they ran. In 1970, he built and raced one of the first Barracuda Pro Stockers. The new Pro Stock class was a heads-up class with no handicaps. It also allowed the race cars the use of fiberglass hoods and fenders, and many engine modifications. That's to cut back the weight, obviously, for those of us that might not realize. These rules resulted in some of the fastest door slammers in the sport of drag racing at the time. Elapsed times for the quarter mile of high nines at 140 miles per hour were typical. Back then, that's really good, because nowadays Hellcats off the dealership will smoke something like that, but back in the day, I love the old livery, the Plymouth. It looks realistic to what it was back in the day. And I've got to remember to show you guys a couple pictures of those Supercar Collectibles. I gave a warning to you guys a while back just about getting them shipped. Okay, let's get into this, and this is autographed. It boasts a 118 die-cast metal body, detailed 426 Hemi. Ooh, nice. Race oil pan, opening hood and doors, steerable wheels, authentic colors, limited edition. So it does not mention opening trunk. 2002 era Ertl. I don't care if it's Supercar Collectibles related or not. I don't think the trunk's opening. They did all the movie cars and the trunks didn't open. Not that it kills me that that happened, but it's nice to have an opening trunk, that extra detail. All the extra detail you can get, you know what I mean? Counts. Like, it doesn't kill me to not have it, but I think it's awesome to have it. Like my Auto Art bullet with the opening trunk. It might not be my favorite bullet, but I do love that the trunk opens and it's got the little spare in it. Now this paint, guys, Ertl once again. I hate to say it, but the Sunstar last night, well, you know, guys, it had some paint rash and damage. This paint is beautiful. I thought it was going to be a flat blue paint. It's actually got a nice flake. Now that is strange. I think it's a pop-off hood. But unlike the other car, it's interesting. Look how this hood's held on. Screws.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think those are star screws holding that on, the hood on. But it looks like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll have a better look at it when we get it out. But the paint is absolutely gorgeous is what I'm getting at. The striping, the paint, that blue paint is beautiful. Beautiful. Wait, well, I'll get it out and show you guys. I also love the look of the tires. Oh, they steer real nice too. Yeah, it's like it's an Ertl, but it's a little bit on steroids, kind of. Like the paint is definitely nicer than your average Ertl. Okay, I'm definitely going to don some gloves for this guy. Not the white GMP gloves that have to go back in with the GMP car that we're going to pack back up this weekend. These hairdressing gloves that Diane left me. Okay, so...
Is that for dressing your hair or Dave's?
Yeah, me or Dave. Hey, Dave's got the same haircut as I have, so... Yeah, I've never been a hairstyling guy. I don't shave my head because I'm going bald. As you can see, I didn't have baldness in my family. I shaved my head because I had grayness in my family. My father started turning gray when he was 16 years old. I shave it, it can't go gray. And not to mention, I've never been the type of guy to stand in the mirror with like mousse and gel. Like even in the 90s, I remember having a girlfriend that would take me and get like my hair done, like fancy haircuts, and it was just, I couldn't keep up on it. Wasn't me. So it's only got 2 screws holding it down. This guy, that blue paint, wait till you guys see it, it's gorgeous. Like it looked like a flat blue paint in the box. This is why sometimes it's better to take stuff out of the box, because looking at it in the box, it didn't do justice to this paint, I'll tell you that much. That blue paint is really popping. And we're going to be able to put it on the turntable. Yeah, so I'm off. I couldn't believe it. I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week is pay week, and I have a feeling because the DeLorean has left and is on its way to Canada for a couple days now. I have a feeling we're gonna get it one of those days. I hope we do. Because if it comes when I'm at work, that's gonna suck. Okay, so new collectors.
I hope they're not driving that DeLorean here to bring your mileage up.
Yeah, that would suck. So new collectors, keep everything mint. If you're gonna open the stuff, keep everything mint, even the cardboard backing, keep all your original screws, everything. For example, there's a viewer named Will that I just sold my Hot Wheels Elite 1 of 18 Back to the Future DeLorean to, and it was mint. Like, I had all the original screws to hold it down still like I had them in a Ziploc bag, like I had the original foam that goes over the hood. I had everything original. Just like the way if you bought it in the store. Wow, the steering works beautiful. Sometimes with the Ertls, the steering can be hit or miss. I want to know about these on the hood. Now, I don't want the hood to pop out on us, but I swear to God, those are screws holding it in. Trying to get it to focus so you guys can maybe have a look here. Focus, you some bitch. I don't know, guys, what do you think? My eyes are bad too, so it's hard to see, but you know what? I'm not going to try turning it. I'm just going to feel. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I was going to say, I'm going to feel with the screwdriver. Actually, I will just feel lightly and see if it actually is. No. At least it's not that. You know what? I gotta put some light on this. Give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, I don't want to blind you guys, but I am baffled. I'm gonna see if they pull out, like, because I don't want to start trying to twist them and stuff. You don't want to damage anything. I'm gonna have to take the gloves off to do this too, because I need a little feel with my nails. Oh, is that starting to? Oh yeah. Okay, we got it. That's what they do. They pull out and up, but I couldn't feel it with the gloves on. So we got the one. God damn it, they're not easy though, eh? Wow. Okay. Ertl, why'd you have to make it like that? Okay, so it turns out it's not even the fucking pins having any. I gotta watch that because it picks up everything now, and I get emails saying we're not gonna monetize this video. Like last night with the music in it, like I changed the music and it still picked up the change because that's how I get away with putting music, if you notice. But yeah, it still picked it up, and I said, I'm not changing it again, because I changed it the first time, changed the music, and then second time I said, I'm letting it go. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the engine compartment last. Okay, so we're going to go around. First thing we're going to do is have a look from the passenger side. Actually, no, first thing we're going to do is look at the bottom. And first thing we're going to do is put on a pair of gloves. Okay. And not get my oil and crap all over the paint. Okay, so just looking for any sort of number or anything, no number. And by the way, guys, that Mustang last night, it was a 1 of 2,500. I didn't know that at the time of taping, but I added it to the title. But I still didn't find the year it was made. I found one of 2500. It was right on the box up in the corner, just small. I'm not used to it. I'm trying not to show you guys the engine, damn it. And I'm blabbing to you because I'm trying to catch up with this. I'm just hanging out with you guys. I like that inside, how it's detailed. The red knob and some wood grain over on the other side, I think we see with the gauges. Got a tack on the dash, got a roll cage. Those are the racing seats. I love this paint. I'll show you the paint in a second after we see the passenger or the driver's side. It's got the typical wood grain like a Cuda would. I like that touch. Steer is absolutely beautiful, nice and loose. It's got the racing seats, cage. Yeah, it's beautiful. Tack. I don't like the way the hood comes off though. That's way too hard to get it off, and it's not even the hood pin things holding it in. It was just that tight. That's how shit gets damaged. Come on. But I love the wheels on it. I love how they look. And by the way, I mentioned those certain rims last night, putting them on like my Mazda. These are the rims I meant. Slotted rims, they're called. Remember, Glenn, I was talking about them and you said, asked about putting them on my Mazda. Slotted rims. But, oh, up close, look at that blue paint. We're going to get a better look at it up there, but that blue paint is gorgeous. All the paint is gorgeous. But oh, there's the engine. Forgot to show you guys that. Very similar looking to the Sunstar we seen last night, actually. Very similar. And this is off the same collector. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys, any autographs that you buy get a COA, and not just any COA. I can sell you an autograph Bible with a COA that says Neil Donovan and the Bible, oh, Jesus Christ signed it. Doesn't mean it happened. Like, anybody can sign a COA, and even the pros make mistakes. So I've talked about that in videos in the past. The most reputable authenticator, in my opinion, is PSA DNA for memorabilia, and even they have made mistakes. So always get a reputable COA, or get, you know, if the guy has a picture of the car being signed and he's standing in it or something, obviously that's cool, right? Glenn knew the seller. He has purchased several things off this guy. We know all his gravy. The guy's got an extensive collection. That is a beaut. And I am a Mopar guy. I love the colors. Old school colors. I love the liveries. The same period as the Sunstar one last night with the Champion and hooker headers and, well, almost. The Mustang's a 71, this one's a 70. But beautiful though. Love the big fat Firestone tires. Well guys, I think there's only one thing left to do. Go check it out on the look-see side. Now guys, this is what I told you about. I seen these pictures posted in the Canadian 1 of 18 scale diecast collectors group on Facebook. This black one makes me cry. That's a beautiful car, a 70 Challenger TA in pieces, but he restored most of it if I remember correctly. But this is why you'd be leery of those Supercar Collectibles. Crash, boom, bang. Once again, Ertl with the paint. That is gorgeous. That blue paint just pops. Let me just slow this guy down here a bit. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, that way we could see all the livery up close. That blue paint just pops with the orange and the white. Really is a beautiful paint job. The whole thing pops. I'm going to go ahead and give this car, guys, a retro score of 8 out of 10. That's a respectable score. That's a beautiful car. It's got flawless paint. Nothing wrong with it at all. Again, just so you guys know, to get a 9 or a 10, it's got to be a flawless, phenomenal car. To get a 10, it's got to be perfect. Yeah. It has to be crazy. So, an 8 is a very good score because it shows nothing's wrong with the car. I love the wheels on it. I love the old livery. Really love the blue paint. And we'll give it a stop at this engine to have a look at it under the different light conditions. You stop there, you varmint. Okay. And a reminder, in a few days, we're going to have more light up here and less shaky because we're going to have a new, like a pistol grip holster with a light and a microphone and yeah. Let's have a look at the other side of that engine. Even the front end's sexy on it. But look at that crazy detail, fully plumbed and wired. Every car that I do unbox here doesn't get a short. It's only ones that I really like. I'll make a Facebook reel or a short. This one's definitely gonna get one. Like the look of it. Beautiful stance on his own, doesn't it? I love the old style with the wide tires on the back and their back end raised up higher than the front. Love that look. I had to show you guys it off the turntable. Looks really good with this other one from its era, even though it's a different maker. That's that Sunstar Mustang we unboxed in the last video. Totally different makers, but they look awesome together. These guys, these companies, seems like when they try to commemorate these vintage racers, they knock them out of the park. I don't think I've seen a bad one, actually, come to think of it. And I've seen them over several different companies. This hood snaps in nicely, it snaps into place, but getting it out, boy, oof. And those little things that I thought were holding it in, turns out has nothing to do with it, so it's a good thing I wasn't prying on it with the screwdriver or anything. That beautiful paint, guys, look at that, look at that. Take a picture just like that. So there you go, guys. Supercar Collectibles 70 Cuda, autographed by Don Grotheer. Beautiful car. Love that paint. Can't say enough about the paint, guys. Yeah, a well-earned 8 out of 10 and beat the Sunstar we did yesterday just on that paint. Now, before anybody attacks me, and I don't know what I'm talking about, this, that, and the other thing, it's my opinion on the appearance of the car. I'm in no way experts on these vintage racers. I don't know how accurate they are. I'm just a die-cast collecting guy that is going by what he's looking at just the way you guys are. And by quality, the way things open and close, paint, is it full of paint rash? Is there stuff falling off of it? Does it look corny? Does it have crappy details? You know, stuff like that. That's what I go by, how well it's done and how happy I think people would be. And I think that's an awesome one. And this holiday, like I said, I have the next week off. We're going to get into something fun. Even if that car does not show up, I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll go on a big hunt one day. Maybe there's a toy show coming up next weekend. We're going to do something fun. Something that we're going to laugh at too. Maybe make some prank calls. Just kidding. Come on, I'm 45 years old. I wouldn't do that. But hold on a sec, I got something cool to show you guys that a lot of you guys might not have seen. It belongs to Glenn's, and it belongs to the Cowie collection. It's Dukes of Hazzard, and it's something that you will not see often and might not see again. Oh, you want to see something that will never get open? Some of you guys laugh and say we open everything. I'll show you something that'll never get open. See that right there with the cellophane still on it? That's something that'll never get open. If you know, you know. Now check this out. This is for the Dukes of Hazzard collectors here. Some of you guys have seen it because I showed it in an older video, but check this out. So these are around. It's the 1998 reissue. They're nearly identical to the original 1981 issue, but you can tell it's a reissue because the General Lee is always going to be black. The text for General Lee is always going to be black. On the vintage one, the vintage issue, you could tell it's the vintage because the box has the flap. Like the reissue, it doesn't have a flap. The box has a flap. And the words are blue. Now, you want to see what makes this one real unique, guys? What's wrong with that picture? Eh? And it's not just the one side, it's both sides. See if I could show you the other side somehow. You can see that it doesn't have the 01. We've already confirmed it anyway. So as you see, the older Dukes of Hazzard stuff, guys, they weren't in it for the accuracy. Black interior, wrong. Bunch of stuff wrong. But you know what? These were toys. We played with them as kids. I had one of these as a kid. Good old Ertl right there. Show you the backs of the boxes so you could see the difference. Recreate the action and excitement of the Dukes of Hazzard series. Recreate the adventure of the Dukes of Hazzard with your very own replica of the General Lee car. Sturdy in design, damn right they're sturdy. But it's the real deal. 1981 issue. And if any of you see another one of these without the 01 on the door, let me know. The 1 of 25 scale. That is rare. I've never seen another one. And guess what he paid for that? Not nearly enough in my opinion. He paid 80 bucks for that. Without the error in the box, I would pay more than that because it's the OG. But with that error, where's another one? If you like rare stuff, I would have that error and then I would have a good one with the 01. But that's just me. I have one of each. Well, it's that time again, guys. I'm in my pajamas and I'm hungry. You know what time it is. Jog up time. Jog up time. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching once again, tuning in with us. This week, we're going to have a fun week. We're going to have our fingers crossed that Super Elite DeLorean comes. I can't wait, guys. I can't think of any other car except that. I was looking at videos online with it. You know what I love the most? That you could display it in hover mode and it has the little thing that you could... Yeah, I can't wait till that comes. I'm excited like a little kid. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Smash like button for us. Smash her multiple times, but just make sure it's pressed down when you quit. Click subscribe if you haven't already and share with your hombres. And as always, guys, happy hunting.